The journey of the silkworm begins with hundreds of tiny eggs. These minuscule specks hold the potential for one of nature's finest treasures. Known as kego, or hairy babies, the young larvae emerge hungry. Their immediate goal is simple: to eat and grow as quickly as possible. They are exclusively dependent on the leaves of the white mulberry tree. Their jaws move incessantly, fueled by an evolutionary drive to store energy. The sound of thousands of tiny jaws chewing sounds like a gentle rain falling. As they grow, their skin becomes too tight, signaling the first molt. This process will happen 4 times throughout their larval stage. After each molt, their appetite increases exponentially. Farmers must ensure a constant supply of fresh, pesticide-free leaves. Their anatomy is perfectly adapted for life on the branches. By the 5th instar, they have increased their weight 10,000 times. Their sole purpose now is to prepare for the great transformation. When they stop eating, they become translucent, filled with raw silk protein. It begins to search for a safe corner to anchor its cocoon. A single continuous filament of silk is extruded through the spinneret. The first strands create a scaffolding, securing the future cocoon in place. It moves its head in a figure-8 pattern, repeating this thousands of times. Slowly, a protective white shell begins to form around the larva. The liquid silk hardens instantly, creating a resilient and breathable shield. Inside, the silkworm continues to work tirelessly for 2 to 3 days. The result is a single thread that can be up to 1,500 meters long. Within this silk sanctuary, the larva undergoes its most profound change. It will remain in this dormant state for about 2 weeks. Different breeds produce different colors of silk, from brilliant white to gold. To emerge, the moth secretes a special fluid called coconase. This fluid dissolves the silk, allowing the adult to break free. The adult moth, Bombyx mori, is flightless and does not eat. Its only mission now is to find a mate and continue the cycle. Mating occurs quickly, as their adult life lasts only a few days. A single female can lay up to 500 eggs, completing the circle. This ancient cycle has been fostered by humans for over 5 millennia. The quality of the silk depends entirely on the health of these trees. For the youngest silkworms, the leaves are finely shredded for easier digestion. Consistency and cleanliness are vital to prevent disease in the colony. Though they cannot see clearly, their sense of smell for mulberry is acute. Their movement is a coordinated effort of muscle and hydrostatic pressure. The environment must be kept at a steady, warm temperature. Too much humidity or direct light can distress these sensitive creatures. They are remarkably efficient, leaving only the toughest leaf veins behind. They breathe through small openings called spiracles along their flanks. In its final days as a larva, the silkworm is a powerhouse of growth. The search for the perfect spinning spot becomes an urgent instinct. The farmer assists by providing structured frames for individual cocoons. The first secretion acts as a glue, bonding the silk to the wood. Spinning is an exhausting task that consumes the silkworm's entire energy reserve. By the second day, the cocoon is opaque enough to hide the worker within. Thousands of cocoons are collected, each a masterpiece of natural engineering. Only the best cocoons are selected for high-quality silk production. The silk fibers are remarkably strong, comparable to high-tensile steel. For the farmer, preserving the next generation is as important as the harvest. These antennae can detect a mate's scent from vast distances. Although they have wings, thousands of years of domestication have made them unable to fly. They are gentle creatures, living just long enough to spawn the next cycle. Life and new beginnings happen simultaneously in the silkworm house. The eggs may enter a state of diapause, waiting for the warmth of spring. When the leaves sprout again, the eggs will be brought out to hatch. And so, the incredible process starts all over again. A well-managed farm has silkworms at every stage of their life. A silkworm has 2 large glands that produce the protein for silk. It is a chemical miracle of natural polymer synthesis. During molting, they enter a sleep-like state and must not be disturbed. Emerging from the old skin, the silkworm is bigger and more ravenous than before. Their growth rate is one of the fastest in the animal kingdom. Every movement is calculated to build the strongest possible defense. The thickness of the cocoon wall protects the pupa from predators and weather. Organs are reorganized, and wings begin to form in the darkness. Energy is gathered for the final push into the outside world. Freshly emerged, the moth is at its most vulnerable state. This wing flapping helps circulate fluids and dry its body. They are purely biological vessels for the next generation. The cycle is precise, governed by the rhythm of nature and human care. Every egg represents the hard work of the past and the promise of the future. The silkworm's life is short, but its legacy is woven into history. Transformation, growth, and creation hatsix, all within a few short weeks. As day ends, the silkworms continue their quiet work in the dark. From a humble larva comes a fabric fit for royalty. The incredible journey of the silkworm, a miracle of the natural world.